Hi everybody. Well, here we have it. Coal and wood fires to be banned and fight to cut fake CO2 emissions. Most certainly are fake. Now, obviously, a lot of people will go, well, what's the point of that? Because obviously we know that CO2 is fake. As a matter of fact, the whole XR George Soros connection, these fascists, the Antifa fascists, the XR fascists, the blood cult, all basically just, easily duped people into, believing that CO2. CO2's got absolutely nothing to do with climate. Nothing. It's 4% in air, and probably about 10% of that 4% is down to, what man produces. And consequently, we've got trees. Unfortunately, they're chopping all the trees down for 5G. So it's possibly going to increase quite a bit because it has been falling for quite a number of years. And they don't want that to happen for obvious reasons because they like to keep duping the ignorant. Like I've always said, ignorance will kill. But let's get to the real purpose of this. The need to have you reliant on energy coming from a provider. And the reason they need that is because they need these. Because what they're going to do is force you into having a toxic smart meter. These are the smart meters that aren't fit for purpose. They're an illegal technology. They increase the fire risk and will set fire to devices in your home. As we saw with the Grenfell Tower event. Now, obviously, these are the smart meters, the power. I mean, there's the power there, 100,000 microwatts per centimetre squared. That's a very, very powerful piece of kit in your home, and you can see the hardware on the left-hand side there. Dangerous. Now, what's all that radiation for? What's it all about? What are they really after? Why are they going to try and force 50 million people in the UK to get a smart meter? Well, I'm going to show you. This is a fire. Obviously, everybody will recognise that. That's the Grenfell Tower, what I'm going to call a kill zone. That's the known multiple occupancy problems they had with smart meters. I knew about in the sub-gigahertz what it does. You see this piece of dielectric, the aluminium plates. This is expanded polystyrene in the middle, EPS. What happens? The signal, the 868, gets stuck in there. You see that? And it bounces backwards and forwards till it creates what's called gassing off. You see the gassing off there? You see it? And then when you set fire to it, using set fire to an appliance, as shown here, right? All of a sudden, you've got yourself what's called an inferno. If you want more evidence of that, this was Korea when they switched on 5G. This was the 5th of April 2019. I'm not making this stuff up. This is real. This is what microwave radiation and energy in air causes to 5 separate cities. So you had 5 separate cities on the east coast of South Korea, all burning. I mean, look at that. That's a vehicle on fire. It's nowhere near the, what they said was it was a wood fire. Well, that's not a wood fire, is it? Because that wood on that drum's not on fire, but the cable, that would act as a dielectric most certainly is on fire, burning from the inside out. So that is a matter of fact, microwave radiation. You can see the city's on fire all over, buildings on fire all over. Look, anything with any devices on in fire. And that's the reason why they need to push the 5G smart meter. Obviously, meters have got a bad rep. People are refusing them. So what they need to do is they need to get you out of using this. So anybody with coal fire burners, all on the back of a fraud, a fake CO2 narrative to bring technologies to your near locality, LED streetlight furniture, 5G smart LED streetlights to harm you, to attack you in your city. That's what it's all about. So I suggest anybody with a burner, anybody who's uses coal or wood to warm and heat themselves, You need to start speaking to your MPs and start putting it on them that they're part of a criminal conspiracy. They most certainly are part of a criminal conspiracy, because it can be shown in court that the whole CO2 narrative is a scam. Only the BBC, corrupt officials, criminals who are party to the BBC, obviously we know they have got a very, very bad history in, paedophilia, etc. But anybody involved with that organisation, right, who spew out this CO2 fake narrative. So I'm just, I'm marking people's card. What's going to happen if we do not resist these criminals? So resistance is most certainly very important. So get involved with Save Us Now. We'll show how this technology is absolutely lethal. I mean, let me just show you, because obviously electric cars are part of this, the autonomous electric car scam, it's all part of that. Look, there you go, there's the 5G vision, electric cars, etc. That's just the one about Corona from 5G antennas. Oh, that's a bit awful. I'm not going to even go into that. They're pretty not nice either. So, there we go. So let's just see how safe these electric cars are. So you'll see on the right-hand side, an electric car bursting into flames. You can see this one here. This is them underwater. That would be pretty dangerous. In fact, you'd never be able to power your car up. They don't have the electrical power for everybody to drive an electric car. That's number one. So anybody participating in that crime, tell them to cease and desist. They're supporting this criminal enterprise. But here's an interesting video I want people to see. Watch this. Now you see that fire? See those firemen getting out? They haven't got breathing apparatus on, as this chap does here in France. They don't have breathing apparatus. See them running around here next to this fire? Well, that's hydrogen fluoride, 30 parts per million, it'll kill you. All right? It is toxic. These are lithium cobalt batteries that are absolutely toxic to the environment. So, rushed out technology, massive economic risk. It doesn't work. It's all part of a scam. And your MP, your councillors and your MP and your local council are all a party to the UN Resilient Cities agenda that's going to force this criminal enterprise on you, forcing on you using taxpayers' money. All these companies have to be substantially supported either by the international banks. The Tesla vehicle hasn't turned a profit. Multi-billions of pounds in debt and supported by your pension funds, etc., without any way of recovering the money that's been spent. Because obviously there's not going to be many people about after they kill everybody with a 5G kill grid, so nobody's going to be buying these electric cars. Is no doubt the controllers know only too well. I think that's enough for people just to digest that. So anybody who's got a burner, start fighting back, get organised, because this is a scam. This is a scam orchestrated by the Soroses of the world, the CO2 multi-trillion pound trading scam orchestrated by the international banks and oil and gas industries, all right, to put your fuel prices up and to control you. Absolutely.